performance car it may be, but the Civic Type R has to provide an element of practicality if it is to live up to the daily driver brief demanded of it by a photographer. If I'm heading to a shoot, I need space, and plenty of it, for my kit.
I have to say that so far I'm impressed by what I've found in the Civic.
There's a surprising amount of room under that bespoilered rear hatch, and it's certainly generous by the standards of this class.
Officially, the Civic has 420 liters of boot space, increasing to 786 liters if you fold down all of the 60/40 split rear seat and pile your possessions as high as the bottom of the window line. One idea that I like very much is the retractable luggage cover, which puts me in mind of either a roller blind or a bakefoil dispenser. I find conventional solid parcel shelves rather ungainly, not least because I'm often forced to remove them to free up additional space and have to find somewhere safe to stow them. That's fine if you're blessed with your own garage in which to put such a cumbersome item, but considerably less fine if you're 20 minutes down the M1 before you remember you've left the flipping thing at Bruntingthorpe Proving Ground.
So retractable luggage covers are the way forward, and what sets the Civics apart from many others is that it deploys from the side, so it doesn't act as a barrier across the width of the car when you need more space.
It's one of those ideas that I can scarcely believe isn't implemented more often.
On a different note, in my previous report I mentioned the squealing brakes that were drawing unwanted attention to our Civic Type R during slow speed, around town driving.
If the Type R online forums are any guide, it's a fairly common issue with this latest Civic. Our car has since been back to Honda's press garage, where the technicians skimmed the Brembo discs.
That has alleviated the issue for the time being, but I've been warned that it is likely to return.
Indeed, the owner's manual, believe it or not, we've bothered to read it, states that to satisfy the performance under a wide range of driving conditions, a high-performance braking system is equipped on your vehicle.
You may hear the brake squeal under certain conditions, such as vehicle speed, deceleration, humidity and so on.
This is not a malfunction.
So the noise is an unfortunate byproduct of the car's performance intent, then, although in my opinion that doesn't satisfactorily explain why the Civic Type R makes it when many other performance cars do not.
That's precious little time in the grand scheme of a manufacturer's model development plans, but Honda had good reason to quickly usher its latest bonsai hatch to market.
Not only was it conceived as a way to mark the 25th anniversary of the Type R sub-brand, which fell in 2017, but it was also produced in parallel with the cooking Civic.
This made it easier for Honda's go-faster wizards to instill the foundations of hot hatch nuttiness from the outset, whereas this Type R's forebear was developed long after the base model.
As much as this is a new car, though, the fundamental technical setup isn't too far removed from the FK2 generation Civic Type R that preceded it, insomuch as the power is produced by a 2.0-liter turbocharged VTEC petrol engine, which is mounted transversely and mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox that drives the front axle only, using a limited slip differential to meter the power.
The engine produces slightly more power than the old cars, at 316 bhp compared with 306 bhp, but torque remains the same at 295 pounds-foot.
Beneath the surface, though, there are more significant changes aimed at refining the handling.
The car is based on a new platform that enables it to be lower, wider and stiffer than its forebear, and there's a revised suspension setup, most notably at the rear, where the torsion beam has been replaced by a multi-link configuration, and a new adaptive damping system.
From £30,995,